Alrighty, so this is my first time on stream. You guys probably don't recognize my voice, but I am Tucker White. We are in Doghouse 5. We have a storm going up that is going to be sitting right over Bowes Junction at Highway 412 and 283, if I'm not mistaken. And that is our target. We're heading there. It's looking good on radar. We're getting a classic supercell setup. There's not really a bad target today. There's three severe thunderstorm warnings currently in Oklahoma, at least in northern Oklahoma. This one just looks like it's got the most textbook severe shape, or textbook supercell shape, I should say. I am joined in convoy with Matthew Roll from Vermont, a very good friend of mine. He is in this this Ford version of Twister Tamer, essentially. Big old beast of a truck. We are on our way. We are getting close. If you look to the right, you can see that's going to be the very edge of the rain shaft of that storm that we're on. We're in between two right now. Going to listen to a voice message from our buddy here real quick, and then I'll be right back. Sounds good. Alrighty. Yeah, we're still heading south. Travel's a little bit slow. We do have a construction zone here, so we're just kind of slow and steady. These cells are severe warned, but they still have a little ways to mature before we get any kind of tornado potential. The tornado potential for today pretty much just relied on if the cap could break, and I mean we're looking at it. The cap's broken, so this area was supposed to get a pretty decent tornado risk yesterday, and nothing went up, which left the atmosphere unbothered all day and all night. So we're sitting here pretty much doubly primed, and you can tell by the way these cells are going up. We'll probably have another severe thunderstorm warning incoming for Woodward. And yeah, I'm looking. So we are in between the cell that is over Ringwood, Lahoma, and the cell that is northwest of Fairview. And if we look to the left, I can't turn the camera. If we look to the left, right there, you kind of very left of the screen, you can see that's the kind of the wall, like the base of that cell by Lahoma. It's hard to see. It's a little lowering. Can't tell if it's spinning or not. But we're watching both cells. We basically want to wait and pick the right one. So we're not going to try to fly west yet. We're going to kind of sit on 412 with a view of it, and then if we have to go back east, we can. Won't be doing as much chat reading since I'm driving, but if we stop for a minute, you know, I'll try to pop in and answer some questions. But we are still driving. That cell that we're going after looks pretty unobstructed. There's a couple little rain showers forming way south of it near Tologa, Oakwood area, but they're not close enough to interfere with it really. Really nice RFD, kind of an RFD tail, if that's even a thing. We have a tail cloud kind of forming on the cell to the east of us. Pretty good indicator that we're getting a more supercellular style storm. If I don't sound completely on today, I wasn't really planning on chasing today, so not in the broadcasting mood just yet. So give me a few minutes. We're gonna get hyped up here because this is definitely a day to get hyped up for. There's not really a whole lot of chasers out. A lot of them started heading north after yesterday because the season down here is gonna pretty much wrap up after today. So we are taking anything we can get. I can see the Gloss Mountains from here, off to my right. That's kind of our target area where we're going. I'm gonna check reflectivity. Looks like, or sorry, velocity. We don't have anything crazy at the moment. That Seldar East is getting a little bit of a couplet as well. Like I said, we have options like crazy. We can go back east. We can go to west. We're just kind of giving it a little bit of time. We got to see how these develop and mature. Once these latch onto the boundary, we're probably going to narrow it down to maybe 1 or 2 cells that really go crazy, and that's where we're going to see. I mean, if we do see any kind of long track tornadoes today, that's where we're going to see them. Tornado risk is, well, according to the SBC, none here at least. Just to our east over by Enid, they extended the 2%. And there's some rain. Got a little bit of sprinkles. There's a little cell forming in between the two, so it'll probably merge with the forward flank of this cell that we're after. Just kind of looking over stuff here. It's a little bit different than the news side of this. So for you, those of you who don't know, I work for Channel 5 in Oklahoma City. My partner's usually the one talking to the TV, so I'm usually just focusing on driving. But I get to be the one talking today. Happy to be with you guys. It's a little bit different because at the news we have cut-ins, so we only have to worry about talking for 30 seconds, a minute, maybe even less. Whereas here, I get to talk to you guys the entire time. We're going to see what we can find today. Like I said, we're a little bit early. We got time, so we're not like imminent on a tornado right now. These storms have to mature, so if we don't have anything here soon, that's why. Getting a little bit of rain still. Much needed rain, I will add. This state's been in a drought for all year, and we've had some decent showers. Where they really needed is southwest Oklahoma. We had a storm blow through last night, and it kicked up some crazy dust. Yes, KOCO5 for that person that asked in the comments. So it's it's much needed rain. Unfortunately, in Oklahoma, you're gonna usually get that rain with severe weather. We don't get a whole lot of just rain showers until you get to like the fall season. Summertime we get some, but they're super isolated. So as far as like widespread drought relief, pretty much next to none unless we get these big events like today. Well, big events like we've been having. I don't know if I'd call today a big event, but we are going through Cleo Springs, Oklahoma. Trying to keep the windshield clear here. I need new wipers. Once it really starts raining, these wipers will work better. They're just a little dry still. All these storms are still severe. That one near Woodward's not severe yet. Those ones near Enid are kind of merging. We'll see what those do. The two to our east, or sorry, 3 individual cells. 2 of them are merging, and then there's one behind it that's still separate. Those are probably all 3 likely going to merge at some point, especially in the boundary, or when they latch onto the boundary. So we're going to keep an eye on them in case we do need to go back east. But we are pretty much sitting on 412, which gives us really good east-west options. So we don't have to worry too much about um, losing any of these storms. They're also not moving very fast either. I thought this was Angelo. No, it's not. I think I tried to get Angelo out here, but he wasn't feeling up to it today. It's all right. It really, I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot to prove that today was going to do anything. And we're already seeing that today is doing something. So we'll just see how far it can go. We are coming up on Highway 412. Unfortunately, the Vortex Vision probe is down today. I was having some issues with memory on the camera, so one of the few chances I get with it, and we don't have it today. So that's all right. We're here. We're with you guys, and we're gonna have a good chase. And I got another message from our buddy here, Matthew. I mean, yeah, pretty much. We could just shoot west, get past the Gloss Mountains, and watch it if you want, and then we'll have a better idea of which cell to target. I mean, if at any point you decide that you want to shoot east, we can do that. I'm down for anything right now. We are discussing chase plans. The cell hasn't done a whole lot in the last few scans, so we are debating staying here. If we go east, we can. It's easier to shoot back west. That's the thing. If we go east, we can go east, then we can shoot back west if we have to. If we go too far west, it's going to be difficult getting back east, especially if we go through Enid. That's a town that's going to be a nightmare to get through during storms or just in any kind of hurry. So we're watching this storm right here, and we're watching the ones to the east. They're kind of close together, so it's hard to pick just one, and they're all pretty severe. So we pretty much just gotta find one and pick it. Thoughts on the Never Stop Chasing trailer? It looks pretty good. I'm not opposed to it at all. I think it's about time we get a doc or a movie on him. And I mean, whenever I was a kid, I looked up to Reed for a long time when I was a kid. So it'll be cool seeing that. It looks like it was really well put together. I was joking with Jesse the other day about that. It looks like it was actually made well. So we'll see. I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna see it in theaters. I won't pass up that opportunity. I won't miss that opportunity. But I'll definitely see that in theaters. I got another message here. Yeah, I definitely noticed that on radar too, especially. But yeah, I think we can watch it and we can always shoot back east. My only concern is trying to get through the town of Enid. If we have to get through that town in any kind of a hurry, so I don't want to get too far west. If there's a chance we got to go back east, but I still like how this storm looks. I think that outflow messed with it, but I don't think it's gonna kill it completely. We are using voice messages to communicate. Don't text and drive, kids. There it is. That's our storm straight ahead of us. If you look, we're going to get on the other side of these mountains here. We should be able to see we should be able to see our base. It's kind of obscured at the moment, which if it is obscured like it looks, then that's a good thing because it means it's low. That cell over Woodward is finally severe warned. So we have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. I imagine in the future the 2 eastward ones are going to merge. Depending on how far this one that we're on is going, then it might merge with that one that's flying through Woodward at the moment. Sweet, sounds good. Depending on how far west you want to go, there's a pull off spot just on the other side of this hill, or if we went a couple miles, there's a like I think it's like the painted like Oklahoma's painted desert road. That could also be an option. Okay, for those who are just joining, we are going to be just north of Fairview, Oklahoma. We're heading west. We're going to be going through the Gloss Mountain State Park. We are on that cell that is currently just northeast of Bowes Junction, which is the intersection between 412 and 283. In between Moreland and Clio Springs. We are also watching that cell that is over Woodward just in case. We're also keeping an eye on these cells east of us just in case. And we're going to keep you advised. We are they're very early on, and the severe thunderstorm warning was just dropped on our cell. So don't know what that means. It might be something we need to turn around and get east, but we're going to watch it and see what it continues to do. Yeah, they dropped our severe thunderstorm warning. There's a little bit of a little hook on that cell north of Fairmont, east of Enid. Um, I'm liking all of these, but our cell just dropped the severe thunderstorm warning, so I guess we'll see what happens. We're gonna get a good view of it right here. I'll wipe the windshield off a little bit. It did. That one east of us just dropped the severe warning too. It's pretty much just the Enid one and then the Woodward one.
Woodward, I think it would be worth here for a minute. You can see the base way over those hills. That's the one by Woodward. Like this is becoming fully detached.
Yeah. I like all the options. I've seen that little hook on that one north of Paramount.
Yeah. Well, I had one earlier that had like a higher intensity mezzo tag on GR. I'm like, where the hell is that at? And it's way over by Tulsa.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I think we can. It's entirely depending on how long you want to sit, but like, I'm fine watching this kind of move off, see if it either one part of it regenerates. This base is now detached. Let's see how that looks as it comes out. It almost looks like it's moving east right now.
Yeah. And it's
like that split quite a long time ago.
Yeah, it's two separate cells. That's crazy we can see that from here. Because we are sitting
what I love about Oklahoma.
About here-ish. That's 47 miles. We are still live, by the way. I know it looks frozen, but we're sitting here. We're gonna watch. We're gonna see if it splits or if it dies. But we have that cell straight to our west. We're looking at past this one is gonna be the cell near Woodward, and we might go after that one too. But I'm gonna reposition here. I need to use the restroom, and then we will be right back. Hey, I'm gonna pull down in here and use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right here. Is there restrooms down there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you.
Okay, we are gonna use the restroom real quick while we have a short second. So we're gonna go down here into the state park. I'll put you guys on a nice mountain view. This is Lost Mountain State Park, by the way. Love this place. Good hiking. All right, give me just a second. Okay, we're back. We're back, chat. Beautiful storm.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It is disgusting in there. Chat, this is, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but this is a pretty nice little place. Oh, hi Bryce. Pretty nice little place. Yeah, I think our cell is done. The cell east of it killed it, and then it died as well. But here's the good news. This is for the moderator, I guess that can hear me. The cells out east that I was worried about missing out on, Garber, Red Rock, Covington, Billings, Kremlin. Those look like they're going to take more of an outflow or outflow dominant setup potentially. Plus, they're going over some pretty terrible chase terrain. So I think we can't really go wrong with these cells out by Woodward. We're not blasting straight west just yet because of this cell that we're on right now, seeing if it can get its act back together. But it's an option. If we have to, we can. There's roads out there. So we're keeping our options open, and we're going to stay west, I think is the general census. And we can always drop south because there's a cell near Miami, Texas that is moving in as well. 1 second. I think staying west is the move. Those cells out east are taking a really messy outflow.
Yeah, they're very blobby.
That's going to be a wind bag.
I've seen some rough stuff in my day. That was rough.
I was like, I'm so glad I just had to pee.
Yeah.
I've never been in there. I've been in the state park so many times. Never been in there.
I've been over here, but I've never been in here.
It's pretty. Yeah, we can go back up there and sit and watch.
All right. I think because whether you're saying even if we go track west, go further west.
Yeah.
Our roads get kind of sparse. Where here we can just go back and there's roads I can swim off.
The roads get better out there between Wanoka and
I'm
Woodward.
saying if that one kicks east.
Oh yeah. Right here our road networks are pretty.
Is that the one we're on right now?
This is this one.
That one's kicking out far too.
Yeah.
That's not.
And right here's Bow's Junction. We can always just keep going west to Bow's Junction. Get a little bit closer to this one, and then still have a view on this one. Want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty. All right. For those who are just tuning in, we are at Gloss Mountain State Park. We're on a little cell here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, it's on radar here. As long as moderator still has radar up. That cell has gone outflow dominant, and it's kind of losing steam. We're going to go get right next to it because right west of it, if you want to show the cell west of it, that is going to be probably our main storm of the day, at least out west. So we're going to get moving here. We are joined by a good friend of mine named Matt Roll and this big old beast of a truck named Gale. He is from Vermont. He comes down here every year, lives this stuff. So figure we got a chance. We're going to chase together, have a good time, regardless of what happens, because we're already getting some really pretty storms. So we're going to keep going west on 412 here, and hopefully we'll get us some pretty good storms. Yeah, we can already see that, so... And we can see the one near Wanoka as well. If it does anything, odds are it's not. It's already lost its severe warning. It got impacted by the cell to the east of it, and it really fell on its face. Which that happens. I mean, it's weather. So we're going to Woodward. We're gonna see if this one can get its act together. We have time. These storms have not matured really. So we are going west. I feel like I'm always out here in this area. Whether it's chasing for Storm of Passion, whether it's chasing for Channel 5. I feel like I'm always out in this part of the state if I'm in Oklahoma at all. And again, for those who are just joining, I am Tucker White. This is Doghouse 5, the latest addition to the Doghouse fleet. and we are going west on Highway 412 through the Gloss Mountain area, for those of you who are local. And we're going towards Woodward. Woodward is our current target now. For if that moderator, if Mr. Moderator wants to change that, our current target's Woodward now, or actually Moreland. Moreland would be more accurate. We're gonna stay just east of it. We probably won't go all the way just yet. We'll determine more whenever we get out there. We're in Oklahoma. We are in northwest Oklahoma. So Moreland, Oklahoma is our current target. Got a little dirt kicking up on the windshield from the water here. Moreland, yep, that'd be the one. We're gonna try to position to the south side of these two little cells. I'm gonna let my dad know that I'm live as well. The big storm going towards Oklahoma. If you're talking about the one in the Texas Panhandle, we are keeping an eye on that. If we need to fly south, we can. We have options. Oh, there we go. I'm not gonna fall so closely. We're getting a little bit of mist kicked up from our buddy here. Hard to keep this windshield clean. I need new wipers. Wasn't expecting to go out today, or I would have bought new wipers beforehand. So these two cells are getting more split apart. I don't know if you can see that. There's channel 9. But these cells are a little bit further apart now, so we'll kind of see what they're going to do. We can still see the base of our cell that we were on. It's on the right side there. Super high base. It's not doing anything. I don't even think it's rotating at this point. But we'll see it a lot better when we round these corners here. We'll see if the NWS allows these storms near Woodward to expire or if they extend the severe thunderstorm warning. Besides that, the only other real target is out by I-35, and we're not making that. That was some good lightning. A little bit of raindrops hitting the windshield. I can't tell if I'm getting rocks kicked up or if I'm actually getting, like, rain. But our plan is currently to go to an intersection called Bowles Junction. It's the intersection of Highway 412 and Highway 283. It's a good vantage point to the west. We can kind of watch these cells and pick one when they do finish splitting. And we also have different road networks, so we are still driving. Sorry, there's not a whole lot to look at the moment until we get something decent, but we're waiting on a cell split to happen. The TIF 2 is not chasing today. Just because, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of a chance of storms going up at all, so I wasn't even sure if I was going to go out myself, so rolled the dice and I'm out, but the TIV is currently still at the shop. If we look to the right, as we crest this hill, we can see the base of the storms that we are leaving. Super high base, hasn't done anything crazy. They're still splitting as well, so they could also get organized. If we need to go back east, we can. Yeah, no, Tiv was chasing yesterday. Pretty decent chance, or decent risk yesterday. There were some tornadoes. Pretty good day. But just today, just looked super conditional. The fact that these storms even went up is pretty intense. I don't know if y'all are seeing this on YouTube, but the stream looks a little choppy. I'm not sure why. Let me double check my Starlink and make sure that it's looking good. Thank you, Severity, again for this. Kind of obstructions. So we are getting kind of buffering. That's why, but that's all right. It's because we're right next to this one storm. We're gonna get past it, and then we'll be fine. Pretty nice looking storm, I will say, all things considered. It kind of looks like the north split is gonna be the one to continue off of these two. I don't know if you want to pull up radar again and show these storms near Woodward, but it kind of looks like the north split is going to be the one to become the dominant cell, which is pretty weird But it happens. It's just it's weird that it's like that. I'm gonna see if my buddy concurs. Is it just me or is the north cell looking like it's gonna take dominance over the south cell? Yeah, and if I'm looking to the north here on this cell that we're on, and it is outflow dominant like crazy. We're not going to get any tornadoes out of that anytime soon. We might actually be having a microburst. So if you're near Wanoka, I mean you're probably getting high winds, and be ready to be inside because I don't think you'd want to be outside during all that. But yeah, we're gonna continue to Moreland. Um, we might go north out of Woodward and get this northern cell. They're not moving a whole lot. The severe thunderstorm warning is set to expire in 17 minutes if they don't extend it. The TIV2 is black and gray, both. Yeah, it looks to me like this Woodward cell is it's going north like crazy. The one by Fort Supply, the northern half of this, it looks like it's splitting off again. And then these cells that we're on look like they could be starting to go up. So it's really hard to tell what these cells are doing, and we really don't have there's really not a wrong target right now. But let's see what Matt says. Ten four. Yeah, it's hard to make a decision with all these storms happening right now. National Weather Service will probably end up extending the severe thunderstorm warning for the cell that is going to be northeast of Fort Supply at the moment. Mainly, I'd imagine for hail. I'd imagine those cells we were on and are sitting south of might get warned again. They're getting a little bit of strength. They're mainly kicking out, the main reason being is because they're kicking out a lot of outflow. We could get some straight line wind damage coming off of those. But wow, that is a cool view to the north. I need to get a 360 cam so I can pan this around and show you guys at some point. But we are working on one camera today. There are north options out of both Moreland and Woodward, depending on where you want to go. But this is Bowes Junction coming up right here. We're going to probably pull over for a minute. We're going to get a good view of these storms and kind of make either wait or make a play here. Because on the left side, you can see our base for the storm that was over Woodward that is weakening drastically. So we're going to pull over here and kind of come up with a game plan. Looks like we got a few other storm trackers that are sitting watching, or I guess locals. I'm going to pull in here and we'll get it to a good view of the storm off to the north that we're looking at. I don't know. I think these are good. These are doing something weird too. So I'm wondering if those are about to go severe again. North of Watanga. I do.
North, this is very deceiving. I thought this was paved.
Yeah. All of that. That's north of Wanoka.
Or like there's something new. That's what's left of that other that we just drove by.
Yeah.
It's getting like absorbed into that southern one.
Odd. Yeah, very odd. Yeah, this is very deceiving.
Yeah, let's go. It's paved parking lot. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, I think
Pretty odd.
we still got a little bit of waiting to do. Oh god. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they did rewarn it. Surging north. I wouldn't be surprised if this completely disintegrates and this becomes a separate cell.
That is this right here. There's not much left of that.
No, not at all.
That little blip south of the road, I think it's this tower right here.
Yeah.
So that big blob's gotta be that.
Those
just got rewarned.
That little cell down here by Watanga is weird. You're right. It's hard to know what anything's going to do, especially with the cams and models how they were today. Yeah, there we go. There's that warning that I was looking out for. What is that trying to do way up there?
That looks like another base.
Hmm.
It looks deceiving because it almost looks like a flanking line. But like there's your forward flank, there's the base of the updraft, and then you just have a bunch of like crap vection feeding in it, or this is just something hiding the rest back in front of it. We could take this road north for a ways.
Oh yeah, we can go to Wanoka. We can either go north out of Wanoka or east out of Wanoka and track up with it to Alva. That's a good road option. We got these cells to the south of it doing whatever the heck they're doing. And then we could always, if we went north back to this one, we could always shoot west onto this one if it looks good. We can go north out of Wanoka and then go to Freedom.
That updraft on that one west of Freedom is intriguing. It has stayed persistent for quite some time.
Yeah.
That's tall.
Yeah. I mean, this one straight north of us is still kind of struck. Oh, a little bit of hail on that last scan, so it's still going up a little bit. I think it's still trying to get some sort of proper shape to it.
What does that one east of Enid look like? I think it's a monster. Oh, yeah, it's just turning into a big bob.
Wind 70 observed.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, I mean, there is a mesocyclone in there.
That was near Covington.
Yeah, you can see there's a little hook there for a minute. What I'm curious is if these storms are now creating like their own little boundaries, because like that big one, like when that bigger cell that's now east of Enid kicked off, those two smaller ones by Watonga kicked off, and then when these two pushed out some outflow, those smaller ones down by Ceiling, yeah, those kicked off.
I got this thing forming.
Yeah, that I think is this right here.
Huh.
It's almost like it's trying to do what it did earlier, because when they first fired off, they were almost trying to go upscale.
Just curious, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm checking something. Don't think it's going to be an option, but.
An hour and 42 minutes.
Yeah. That's pretty much going. Yeah, just straight 1412.
Straight back.
I mean, I like it. It's just so messy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that could still organize and go nuts. I mean, it's just confusing. There's nothing sure said about anything today.
No. I'd love to see those two that are severe ones go get a little more isolated. That's getting kind of scuddy over there.
It is. I wonder if we need to get closer.
Yeah, we can go north. I'm all for going north.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that that's 100% what you want to do. Because I'm all for it. If we got to race back, we got to race back.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go north, and then by like Wanoka, we can decide if we want to go east with this one or if we need to go north and back west to this one.
Okay. Wanoka.
Sounds good. All right, moderator. New target is going to be Wanoka. If you're here. We'll see if we can get out of this. Well, I know you can. Okay, we're really trying the all-wheel drive chat. This parking lot was very deceiving when we pulled in. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, we're gonna go north. This cell, you'll be able to see it when we get going here. It's getting a base. It's getting a little scuddy. We're just still a little ways from it. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Way off in the distance there in the center. You can see that. Nice little base. It's starting to get its act together. It's just not doing a whole lot. This is going to be the cell northeast of Wanoka. Our reason for the urgency is these things are starting to pick up speed, so we got to keep on them. We do have cells to the south. We do have cells to the south that we got to keep an eye on just in case, but and then also that cell that's going to be northeast of Fort Supply is now fully separated from the cell to the south of it, and it is surging north, producing a lot of hail. So that's also an option. If we get north here, we need to go west. We can blast over there as well. We're just trying to keep in mind, every one of these storms is shooting outflow boundaries out of it, which are affecting the storms around it. So just try not to get on another storm that's going to get killed by a neighboring storm's outflow boundary. Yeah, we can head up to like Freedom if we need to. But for those just joining, we are going to be north on 283 in Oklahoma. We're heading for the town of Wanoka, Oklahoma. We got a couple severe storms out here. There's a low tornado risk, so we're checking them out just in case. It'd be nice to see a little tornado, especially out here because there's not a whole lot of towns or anything. They got to worry about it. So we're hoping to see a little tornado on a small chase today. I am Tucker White. This is Doghouse 5, and let me know. There we go. We got a better view of that base. Super scuddy, raggedy, not rotating a whole lot, but it's a lot better than it was a couple minutes ago. And off to our west is going to be that cell near Fort Supply. That's going to be intense. If we want to see some good hail, we could always go over there. The little base is getting a bit of a tail on it, so we're getting a little bit of inflow. We're basically just going to get right up close to this thing, and hopefully before dark we can see something. This little rain shaft you see on the left, that's going to be a little cell that's going to be just northwest of Wanoka. It shouldn't affect it too bad. It's just a little rain shower. I don't see it getting its act together. It'll probably die pretty quickly. But yeah, there's our base. Again, super broad still, but it's something. I mean, that's the best base we've had all day. So we're still getting there. We are past peak heating, so which I'm not too worried about peak heating because it was so dang hot today. These storms have plenty of heat. The thing is, can they latch onto the boundary and actually do something? These things are supposed to be latching and turning east. They're not doing it yet. It could be closer to the Kansas border that they do this, but we definitely have a base off to our right, you can see. We'll get close to this and we'll see what it does. We got a little bit of a possible funnel starting to pop out of that base. You guys can see it right there when we get past these trees. It's trying to do something. It's just it doesn't have a whole lot of rotation. It hasn't really got its act together too bad yet. It is heading for the town of Alva. I will say that if you're in Alva, Oklahoma, just be aware of it. It might pass. I think this might go to the south of Alva, at least any area of rotation. If you're in Alva, be ready for some hail. Probably just peas to quarter size. I wouldn't imagine we're gonna get anything crazy like golf balls or or you know, God forbid baseballs. But if you're in Alva, Oklahoma, be ready for this storm. It does have the potential for hail and wind, so I would advise against being out and about when this thing hits. But our next target's going to be... Well, we really don't have a target. We're not going to Moreland now. We're going to get to Wanoka, and we're going to decide east or west. Cells to the east have better numbers. We could play this like the Twister movie, I guess. We are going past the Little Sahara State Park. All right, we have another message.
Alright, I want your thoughts and opinions on either the storm that's heading towards Alva or the storm that is west of Buffalo. They both look pretty good. I'm kind of digging where the base is looking on the one above us. I like the shape better on the storm that's over by Buffalo. Both about to hit that boundary, so I'm really curious what's going to happen in the next hour or so. And we still got stuff going on the south. There is a supercell or east of the top. Worst case, if we have to backtrack, if we can just intercept it, midway.
So if we wanted to do the storm to the east, we could do it two ways. We could go east out of Wanoka, and we'd be a little bit closer. But then if we wanted to go west, we'd have to just turn around. Or we can go north out of Wanoka, keep a visual on it until we get to that highway that goes through Alva east-west. And we could either go east after it, or we can make our decision to go west. Because if we go west, that's where we're going to have to go anyway. So we could just go north out of Wanoka for now and watch this. We'll have a visual of it. We should have a visual of it the whole way. We can make our decision as we get north of Wanoka here. Turkeys. We're coming into the town of Wanoka, so we'll go north out of Wanoka here and keep a visual on it. We'll probably end up going to the cell on the cell to the east, but the way they're both about to latch onto this boundary, it's hard to make a decision right now. So our safe bet will be to go to the north of Wanoka, and then we can still play both cells. Because his base on this storm is looking pretty gnarly. He is right. That little rain shower straight north of us is dying, so like I thought, we are going to have an option for this thing to stay pretty isolated. I should have packed food.
Yeah, I like that. Going north, I think, is the best option because they're both getting supercellular looks again. And they're both like pretty close to that boundary.
In half a mile, take a sharp right onto East Elm Street.
It's just a matter of which one does anything. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sounds good. Let's do it. All right, we're going to go north out of Wanoka here, and we are going to we're going to play both cells, essentially. We're going to give them a bit more time because they haven't latched onto the boundary yet. I mean, I know it's almost 7 o'clock in the evening, but these are not really super mature. So, looks like we got wind damage here in Wanoka. Not sure if this is from last night or if this is from today. The rain is definitely from today. This storm that we are after went through here moments ago. So we have a little bit of ponding on the roads if you're in Wanoka driving around, which I'm sure none of you are, but yeah, be careful. We're kind of tracking through Wanoka here to get north. A little bit more ponding here. Some leaves and yep, here we go. We're gonna go north here. I was like, I could have sworn we weren't going the right way. Yeah, both of these storms are getting really supercellular characteristics, like Matt was saying. So it's hard to pick one right now. If we go east, we could just go full for the east storm, but then we're gonna have to backtrack a lot if we need to go west. Or we can stay on both of them. Since we have Highway 14 north out of Wanoka here, we have the option to stay on both of them. And if we need to go east, we can. And if we need to go west, we can. We can make that decision further down the line. But regardless, we'll have a visual on both of them. So that's what we are doing. We are now on Highway 14, heading out of Wanoka. For those of you guys just joining the chat, I am Tucker. This is Doghouse 5, and we are chasing in northwest Oklahoma. We are joined by a good friend of ours, Matt Roll. He is in his truck named Gale. We are kind of just doing a fun chase because there's not a whole lot happening. These storms were more supercellular, so we went after them. So regardless, these storms are going to be the more photogenic ones rather than the ones out east. There's our storm near Alva, or heading for Alva. If you're in Alva, be ready for gusty winds and some decent-sized hail. I wouldn't say any crazy damaging hail, but definitely be ready for some hail and some gusty winds. Like I said, these storms haven't gotten super mature yet, so I'm not going to be screaming like tornado potential, but we are out here for tornadoes, so this did shoot a little bit more outflow, so that outflow should be hitting Alva right now. If you're in Alva, be ready for some gusty winds. And if I'm looking to my left, and I can see a pretty good storm out by Buffalo, or it's heading for Freedom. So we are going to be watching that closely. We can go west if we need to. We got a couple more hours of sunlight left, so we are hoping that this thing can latch onto the boundary, which it looks like it's going to here pretty shortly. If you look at radar, you can see the... I'll have a message. 1 second. Yeah, me too. It's definitely getting attacked together. I mean, like you said, both of these are starting to get more supercellular and latch onto the boundary. So I think either one of these is a good target, and we have a good view of this one over by Alva. Okay. If we look at radar, which I can't pull radar up for you guys, but if the mod is there and is able to pull up radar, we are heading for the storm that is about to hit Alva. If you look at the top left of it, you can see it kind of hooks around. It's kind of an odd place for a base, but it's what we got to deal with here. And hopefully we see something fun, but hopefully after it goes through Alva. City of Alva, be ready. It's for thunderstorm warning. It's here. You don't have time. It is currently impacting Alva. You're going to be getting a lot of heavy rain, hail, gusty winds. I don't have hail sizes, unless we got any reports to go off of. Let me check here for you guys. We don't have any hail reports right now. If we get any, I will let you guys know. But that's our storm off to the right side of the screen there. It's got a weird bit of spin to it, and we'll see. It's not super visible on radar, so that spin that you see on reflectivity is not really deep rooted. And what you're seeing in front of us is more of the flanking line of it than anything. This isn't like a big broad wall cloud. We're really paying attention to the right side of the screen here. We're kind of real butted up against that rain. If we're trying to look for any kind of a spin or rotation. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning on this. This is going to be affecting the communities of Burlington, Capron, and then as this goes into Kansas, it's going to be Hardner, Kiowa, Hazleton, if they keep warning it after that. So be ready. I know there's not a whole lot of people out here, but there are people that live out here. If any of you guys are watching right now, if you know anybody that lives in these areas, severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be warned for, give me a second, 1 inch hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and they are saying that this is a considerable threat. So they're pretty confident on their warning language of this. So be ready. We're not talking crazy tornado outbreak or anything, but we are talking about severe weather that can do damage. This cell to our west near Freedom is also getting its act together. So we have two storms, and we can't watch both of them. We got to pick one at some point. I think our storm by Alva is going to be the one. It is kicking out a lot of outflow, and that could affect our storm behind it here. So we don't really want to shoot to that one to the west just yet. But it's hooking. It's pulling in moisture. It's getting mature. Potato. I'm already thinking of good places in this area to eat dinner. And I know you can't see it in the stream, but our area of interest is off to the right. And when we get up here to this highway, we're going to be looking straight into it. We're going to turn east, and we're going to look straight into it. Again, nothing crazy is happening. Deep layer at least. We're watching it. We're here. We're gonna be passing the turnoff to go to Arvard, that little community, southwest of Alva. But Alva, you're getting hit. You're about to get hit. Main town. Looks like we do have a potential for some hail. So be ready for it. We're going to have some gusty winds. You're probably already getting the gusty winds. So be ready for that. Where are you at? We are just southwest of Alva, Oklahoma. We're watching a cell that is severe warned. We're watching two cells, actually, that are about to cross into Kansas and latch onto the boundary here. Right now, our main focus is on the cell over Alva. We're keeping an eye on the cell near heading for Freedom. It's going to be going past Freedom, actually. And we actually have more cells to our south that are going up. We're looking at Hitchcock, O'Keene, Loyal, heading for Hennessy, Sealing, Longsdale, Canton. These cells are getting their act together. The issue is that down there, the atmosphere's kind of worked over from the storms last night. So if we're talking about any kind of tornado potential, it's going to be mostly up here. And if you guys are in northeast Oklahoma, be ready for some flooding because there's a huge complex currently over I-35 between Bremen and Orlando that is producing a lot of rain, gusty winds. This is going to impact Tulsa here tonight. And then you guys are going to be dealing with flooding. So if you're in Tulsa, flooding tonight, some minor severe weather, tornado risk is there. Tornado risk. The SBC ends the tornado risk near Enid, but I mean, I would consider it pretty much even all the way through northern Oklahoma until you get to about where we're at is where I'd start tapering that chance off, but mainly because of the storms last night. We had plenty of time for heating today, so it's hot. We can still get stuff out here, and we do have storms out here, so we're keeping an eye out, and we're watching it. It's on reflectivity. It's trying to hook. It's trying to look like a supercell. It just hasn't really got its act together. Hasn't really latched onto the boundary. What I need this thing to do is turn more north, get a better angle if it wants to do something. But we are going to be these are going to be pretty much our two basic cells. We're just waiting on one of them to do something, you know. We got our forward flank in front of us. That's what you're seeing there in front of us is the forward, or not the forward flank, the flanking line. This doesn't appear on radar. It doesn't produce rain. This is essentially moisture that is building into the inflow of this storm. The way these storms are orientated, it's kind of weird because we're on the west side of the storm, which normally you don't want to be on, but it's really the only place to get a view. And Alva, you're getting some pretty good hail right now. If you're in Alva, definitely keep an eye out on that. That is a pretty decent little hail core right over the smack center of Alva right now. So be very careful if you're out in Alva. Hail does not feel good on the body. We're going to be almost to the highway here, and we're going to make our left-right decision. I got another message.
I think we should head toward Alva and kind of watch this thing. That base is looking really interesting.
I concur. Let's do it. All right, we're going to turn east, and when we get to this highway, we're going to be watching the storm near Alva. It's wrapping really hard. It's hard to tell on velocities because we are really close to the Vance Air Force Base radar. But upper levels, it is wrapping. So Alva, be ready. We have a base, and it's rotating. So we are going to be heading that way. See what's heading the Fancy Dance. A lot of rain and a lot of wind. We were going to go after that storm initially, but with all the other storms around it, it's so messy. We didn't see any good chance of a photogenic supercell producing anything. But look at this in front of us. We got this beautiful towering flanking line here going up. This could be I don't think this would be. It could be another little attempt at a cell, but we're not getting any kind of precip underneath it. So we're going to be turning right here. Headed for the town of Alva. If you're in Alva, well, we're on our way. Yep, here we go. So we have a road north out of Alva we can take to stay on this. Look at that base. We have a little tendril coming down. We got to get close to this thing. We're going to get on it. We have a little tendril coming down, maybe a funnel. It's hard to tell. It's right up against this range shaft, so we're going to have to get close to get this thing without the contrast. But we are on our way to Alva in a hurry. We're going to try to get through Alva, get north. Which, we're not in that big of a hurry. We can pretty much just get up to it and sit. But if you look on the left side of your screen, you might swap the radar over If there's a mod in the chat, you might swap the radar over to the right side. Because the left side is going to be where this is going to be sitting at. We're watching a base. We got Scud rising. We got a lot of hail. You can look, I mean, if you're looking right in front of us, that is a big hail core over Alva right now. You're getting hail. So Alva, hopefully you got your vehicles in cover here. That highway that goes north out of Alva is pretty good. We can keep track of this thing as it goes up to Hardner, Kiowa, Kansas area, Burlington. There's some good highways we can choose from. Yeah, this thing's just got more spin out of it than more spin. This thing's got more spin than any other cell out of the, at least out of the few that we're looking at here. Environment's still really warm and moist, so that's a good sign for storms, but a bad sign for anybody out here. Yeah, our area of interest is on the left. I can't see it with the radar up, but we are going to keep going east. We're pretty much just going to drive right up to it. We might try to core punch this and get north of it, but got a little bit of a base starting to form again. It's trying to recycle, and it's struggling to get hooked to the boundary here. But if it does, it could go crazy. I mean, there on the left side of the highway, you can see that hail core. That is really dropping down. We'll see what type of hail we get whenever we get into Alva. We might miss the main core of the hail, which I wouldn't mind. I do not need to lose a windshield today, but you thought Doghouse burned in a fire. The original one did, or the second one did. Doghouse 3 through 5 are our new fleet of Ford Explorers that we use as backup vehicles and support vehicles. So on days where we don't want to bring the TIV out, we got Doghouse. We can take Doghouse and we can still live stream. Why is nobody speaking? Can you guys hear me? BSP, if you're here, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're chugging along. My audio is good. We're not getting as much of a spin to it, but we do have this hail. This has got a good updraft. We're getting decent hail. I can give you guys what the storm track says the size is. The storm track says it is 2¼ inch hail. If that is anywhere close to accurate, Alva, you have got some damage. Hopefully not. I don't tend to trust those as much, thankfully. I'd imagine, just looking at reflectivity and how close it is to radar, if I had to guess, we're probably looking at golf balls or a little bit larger in Alva, which isn't good if you got a vehicle outside. So hopefully everybody heeded the warning. It's been severe for a long time, so Alva's had a pretty good chance at getting home, getting your vehicle in the garage or in the car wash or wherever you got to take it. So hopefully they took that chance. We're likely going to end up getting into the hail a little bit. We're going to see what Matt says.
Sounds good. Do you want to, and if you want, I was going to stop and watch this base for a minute, and then as the main part of the core passes over, I'll go punch up through it.
Honestly, I'm down for whatever. We could always punch through a little bit of it, but whatever you feel like doing, man. And he's going to take the option to pull over. We're gonna pull over and watch this. I don't want to lose a windshield, so I don't think we'd lose a windshield, but we are gonna point the stream. Put the parking brake on here. 1 second.
Okay. See if this little bit of convection comes around.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I don't want to take a windshield out today. It's not worth it. No, I don't think so. I actually kind of want to polish it, get the scratches and stuff out, and keep the hell dents, obviously. But the thing is, like in the sunlight when it's clean, you can still see where it said police on it. I want to clean all that off.
Yeah, it's weird because like this, it almost like there for a while looked like the whole supercell was backwards.
Yeah.
Like the hook was out front. We were looking at the back of the hook.
I think that cell west is kind of dying. It looks like last few scans, it's just not.
Yeah, like, it's got some weird shape.
Yeah. It is very pretty.
Same thing with all the towers down there. That vehicle way down over there, that's...
Good Lord. That is pretty. Yeah, it'll be a minute before we can get through Alva without it going nuts. It looks like it's dropped a decent amount of the hail. I mean, we can always try to get in front of it. I just don't know how it's going to orientate itself once it latches on. I mean, it's kind of trying to latch now. I don't know.
For a minute, it got like really scuddy and little things started coming out.
I seen that. I thought that was going to be it. I take that. I'll take that deal. Let's see what chat's saying. I'm coming back, chat. I'm coming back. Let's see. This is our cell. Oh yeah, that is Matt Roll. Mods, can we get somebody to take care of this guy in chat? That is rude. You're being rude. I'm not gonna say your name, but you're being rude. Why would I call you out by name if you're asking for it? Play Twisted. Kind of am. We're kind of waiting to see what this thing does. it's on the boundary, so whatever latching it does, it's gonna do it. But starting to kind of starting to hook. We're basically just waiting for it to go through Alva because it's over Alva, and that's our only north option. So the cells down south aren't looking perfect either. Yeah, I noticed that.
You can watch all these storms kick outflow right across the boundary. It's entirely your call. If you want to punch right up through north out, we can do that. Or we can start looking at what's down south. Nice baby right there.
Yeah, the stuff down south kind of looks like it's doing the same thing. I wonder if it's just because we're losing daytime heating.
Pretty though, I tell you what.
It is.
One of these times, I gotta take you on like a week-long chase, you know,
Oh yeah,
all across Texas and whatnot.
I would kill for that.
You know, you're always more than welcome to come.
It's just trying to find time, get off work and whatnot.
I mean, that's still that last few scans, it's just like
It's weakening, which stuff that cell there is too. Like the last few scans, it looks like most of everything has been kind of weakening. I'm turning AC off.
I'll give it that. It is pretty. Landscape.
That little deal's popped up on radar now, so
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
thinking.
definitely,
It's trying.
it's clear of that north highway. We could get north of Alva and still watch it. Um,
Yeah, we can do that.
I wouldn't mind staying on this. I mean, I'm not seeing anything crazy impressive down here.
Look further east. Look at that monstrosity. I mean,
Yeah,
sure, there's probably a nice shelf on it, but oof.
yeah. I'm still liking this, so
Yeah.
we can keep with it. I mean, at least till sunset, you know.
Yeah. Oh no, of course.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, same here. I ain't got nothing going on. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this storm's kind of dying a little bit. It's kind of what we were talking about. Oh, where we go? We're kind of talking about how this storm's kind of dying, but there's a new updraft going up right in front of us. That one you're seeing right there, and it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna interact with this in some way. We're gonna watch Matt try to figure this out. He's got his. There we go. Yeah. Watch this. And we're gonna demonstrate why a Ford Explorer Doghouse is probably a better option. There we go. Stop for the stop sign and go. He was just bragging about how easy that thing was to turn around in that truck. We'll see what this storm can do as it keeps going. I mean, if it looks like this is it, then this is it. But if it can really latch on and go nuts, then we'll be here for it. But this is probably our last hurrah of the chase. I mean, I'm visually just watching it pull precip from this new updraft. That is a crazy sight. It's definitely going to cycle again. What it does when it does, or what it decides to do when it does cycle, that's up for debate. Well, it's a good thing we didn't go west. That cell is freaking dying. Freaking dying. I mean, our cell is dying a little bit, but it's not. We still got a new updraft that's getting fed into it pretty strong. For now, we'll see. This isn't a guarantee. Oh. A lot of leaves and vegetation on the ground here in Alva. They definitely got some hail. I would imagine if it was large enough, there'd still be stones on the ground, so I'm keeping an eye out here. Oh, we got a lot of ponding on the road here. We're going to take it easy through here. Oh, yeah, a lot of vegetation on the ground. Oh, wow, tree limbs. Yeah, we got a lot of, look at the tree limbs on the ground. Alva got, oh, wow, we've got 1 inch 1-inch diameter and larger tree limbs on the ground in Alva. A lot of vegetation damage. We might have had we definitely had some sort of a wind event mixed with this hail. Yeah, if you're in Alva, you got pounded by some wind and hail. Hopefully everybody took the severe thunderstorm warning seriously. We got more standing water here. We got to be careful going through this in Doghouse. We got a lot of law enforcement that is trying to navigate this, and I mean, citizens that don't, they're trying to figure out which lanes to go into. We got lanes that are flooded. We got a lot of lanes with debris in them that you don't want to run over. I still have yet to see any hailstones that are unmelted. So that's a good sign that we didn't get any crazy sized hail, but we definitely got enough hail and wind to do some damage here in Alva, unfortunately. I don't see a whole lot of damage besides vegetation though. So a lot of those limbs could have been partially wind damage, but also mainly hail. But we're gonna go north out of Alva here. We're gonna try to figure out what this storm is doing. Because it's still weakening. And this could be the last hurrah. This could be all today chalks up to be. And that's okay. We gave it a shot. Oh. That was my co-worker, Isaiah. Or ex-co-worker, Isaiah. I knew he lived up here. I wonder what the chances of him actually being here were. Or being out and about. Oh, that's him now. Hold on one second. What's up? You guys all right up here? Have you been by the college yet? Dude, there's like tree limbs down everywhere. I think they got a decent amount of hail just on the west side of town there. Oh, well, that's good. You missed it. Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty bad. I was like, I don't know. I couldn't. It was hard to tell on radar because we're really close to the Vance site. So I was like, it could be a little bit of hail, but it got pretty messy. That road up there at the main intersection is a mess right now. Yeah, standing water. Nothing super deep though, so I ain't gotta worry about flooding the truck out. Jason, I'm live right now with Storm of Passion. Yeah, it's good seeing you. In the back of my mind, I was like, well, I wonder what the chances of running into Isaiah are up here. All right, holler at you later. Have a good one. All right, bye-bye. All right, there we go. I'm back. We're heading north. This is it's falling apart. I don't think we're gonna get much more out of it. They did issue a special weather statement for Kiowa and Hazleton, Kansas, because we are about to cross into Kansas here with this. So whether or not it does anything, we'll find out. But this might be the end of our chase. There's not a whole lot that can happen here in the next little bit. So I think we are. I think we're getting pretty close to done with the chase. Winds of 100 reported by Alva. That would, yeah, I would believe that. Seeing the type of tree damage that we had over there mixed with the hail. This just isn't going to do it. Looking at the bigger picture, we still have a lot of storms out by south of Enid, Loyal, Hennessy. There's just no getting down there. I mean, these are super messy, going to be producing a lot of flooding and messy stuff. I don't see a tornado happening down there. Our only real chance of a tornado was going to be up here, and they just couldn't do it. We're losing daytime heating, so we will likely be ending here pretty soon. We'll wait till we get here in town, or get here to a good spot to watch. But it might also be worth it to go a little bit and wait for the sun to come down a little bit. We might get a good rainbow out of it at least. This is more than I got when I tried to stream on Monday. I tried to stream to you. Oh, speaking of rainbows, look to the right. All right, you can't look to the right. There's a beautiful rainbow to the right. If we keep going, we're going to have a PDS rainbow intercept. PDS rainbow intercept, guys. Wow. Yeah, we need to go another mile or so and stop. I just said the same thing. It's not a bad way to end the chase. Matt also said PDS rainbow intercept. There we go, guys. PDS rainbow intercept. Right there, almost double rainbow. We're going to get out and take some pictures of this. Huh? We can. That'd be pretty. Yeah. That's pretty. Almost. Yeah, let's get up there. See if it'd be a good photo op spot. Yeah, we'll do a little photo op and then we'll probably call it. Ooh, that's pretty slimy. I don't know if I want to play in this too much. There we go. We'll see if we can see this in the. Here, I'm gonna turn the stream closer to the rainbow here.
Make sure you can get out. I know I can get out. Oh boy, I tell you what, I love them.
Oh yeah. Definitely gonna need a wash.
Yeah, you have to show me that car wash you go to. That thing is a bad. Well, Mr. White, I have enjoyed our chase together. I'm sorry I did not get to get you a tube today.
That's fine. This was super conditional. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of anything.
Oh no, I was expecting anything and all over again. That's out now.
Here. I'm gonna let Bryce know that we're ending the stream.
As soon as that sun's gonna come out, we're gonna get some sepulchre rays behind it. It almost looked like there for a minute there was a little shear funnel coming out of the back of the updraft.
Yeah, I seen that. That would have been cool.
And seeing how Enid, or not Enid, Alva didn't have any like hail laying on the ground, we could have rode out the downdraft. Oh, wait a minute. You ever get to any time lapse?
Huh?
You get to any time lapse?
Like here, like now?
No, I mean just in general.
Oh no, I haven't done any time lapse in a while.
Like rainbows.
Oh yeah. Huh.
How does that do on gas mileage?
Pretty good. I filled up. I mean, when I left Enid to go to Wakita, and I'm sitting at like I think half tank.
I haven't used a quarter tank yet.
It's also. Oh no, I haven't even used a half. Oh no, exactly a half. And this is only a 16-gallon tank, so.
I have 48 gallons. I want the 68 gallons just so I never have to fill up. I have yet to like stop mid chase to fill up. Like most of my chases, like we're talking hundreds of miles, like at least 500 miles is half tank.
Good. That's one thing I like about those Super Duties. Just chasing into something bigger than a 1 ton or a half ton. Yeah, we're getting that double rainbow effect now.
Trying.
We went by one of my old coworkers and we went through Alva. When we turned north, he was that little Nissan Frontier sitting there.
Oh yeah.
He called me as soon as I turned. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Trying to chase. Not a whole lot to chase."
Still was good. I mean, it looked good for quite a while. I was really hopeful.
Yeah, it
And
was.
that, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Especially when that base got really scuddy and like pulled itself up. I'm like, yeah, this is good.
It tried. I mean, for what it was, I'm not disappointed. I'll take it. Get out of the way of this electrical box here. There we go. Had a UPS delivery while I was gone, so I'm hoping they put it behind the trash can like I asked. That should keep it out of the rain. Ena got pounded pretty good.
Oh, did it?
Surprised they didn't drop the warning early. I mean, I guess it only expires in 2 minutes, but Enid's still under a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh my God! Look what's heading for Stillwater. That's not good.
70 mile an hour wind gust and ping pong ball size hail.
Oh, I was talking about the couplet. That is 2 hours and 19 minutes away.
Oh, I tell you what, it got tight there for a minute.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's gonna go.
Rotating wall cloud. Oh, it's Singleton.
I wonder if it's gonna go tornado warned.
You cover that area when you're on?
Yeah. See if anybody's down there, I guess. Oh, semi truck flipped near the Covington exit of 412. Oh yeah, they are alive.
Question is, where do you see it?
You'd have to be in Stillwater pretty much. They just put a new severe thunderstorm warning just for that one specific spot, 70 and inch and a half hail. Eh, I don't feel like racing down there. 2 hours, that's sunset.
Yeah. How fast is it moving? 15?
It's not moving too fast, but it'd be dark by the time we got to Stillwater. Would have seen a little bit more action if we would have went on those east cells, but again, like nothing photo. Like it would have just all been messy crap.
Even then, that looks very HP, so I'd be curious if you even see anything.
Probably not. Even if it did something violent, it's probably going to be wrapped in there. You're not going to be able to see it.
Well, if it drops, my apologies ahead of time.
I ain't worried about it. I was preferring these western cells as well. It's not your fault at all. There wasn't a really good. there was no way to freaking pick. No idea.
I appreciated the sticker this morning.
Oh yeah. Truth be told, I couldn't find anything else I could ride on in the car. It's like I got these.
Time out here. This is a brand new camera. I've got a little over 11 of them.
Dang.
What would you like to do?
Well, as for the storms, probably start meandering back towards Enid. But besides that, I don't know.
Your choice. My treat. Whatever you like. Best.
Oh, I'm gonna take it easy on you anyway. There's not a whole lot of candy, so whatever I do eat, I'm anyway.
Even if it's $100 claim, you know.
Oh, there's plenty of decent places. Got Bricktown Brewery, got Doghouse. Yep, called it.
That whole thing got smashed.
It's gone. It just disintegrated.
It's so crazy that.
Probably this one has to be that. Well, that might be what it's doing. Oh yeah, that's what this is doing.
Yeah, I think what we're looking at is like that.
Oh yeah. I haven't even looked at that far big picture yet.
Well, it's not that far.
Tornado.
Where? That storm?
Near Kit Carson. Like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm hoping it. Probably not the way that storm went. You know, that's one thing too. Is like there's people that up there and they're like, oh
What
yeah,
the fuck?
tornado, and it's like this.
Location estimated. Report via Twitter. Brief cone tornado 10 minutes ago west of Kit Carson. Only down 20 seconds.
What?
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna go for Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll get rolls and then get one of those brownie sundaes. That's about all I can eat there. But God, the only place in Enid that has like something semi-normal that I can eat is IHOP. And IHOP in Enid is disgusting.
What's funny is me and Zoe eat at IHOP. You know, I mean, at IHOP.
The one in Enid or IHOP's good. The one in Enid
Never.
is disgusting.
Zoe's never been. So yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, she's like, oh, I've never been to IHOP. I'm like, what?
I haven't been to a Huddle House before.
All right.
There's one in Elk City me and Shane were gonna go to, but then I held up till like 1 a.m.
That's it. That's
According to Leo, there's a seems to make weird noises. Maybe. I don't think this could take as much of a hit. All right. All right, we are going to get dinner. So the stream's going to end at some point. Thank you guys for watching. Wish the chase would have been a little bit more, but we took a gamble on these storms, and that's how it paid out. We got a good rainbow at the end of it, so I think that alone was worth it. But you guys be the deciding factor on that. There's still some bad severe weather happening. We got a couplet heading for Stillwater that could do something, but we are too far out of play for those. And even if we were on them, there's not a good chance they're going to be visible. So, appreciate you guys watching. We'll try again next time. It'll be a little bit before we have another decent chase, so. Okay, which way are you going to go? You can go left. There you go. We'll get a view of this rainbow until moderators end the stream. This storm is completely disintegrating. Unreal Crispy sent Uncle Art. Okay, buddy. Nice little rainbow as this storm disintegrates. We are heading for Enid though, so I guess worst case, if we get on something insane, we can come back. But these storms down here just don't look like it. That storm near Hennessy doesn't look half bad. If it really wraps up, we can always get on it. But pretty much, we're done. I mean, we're gonna go get dinner. I'm getting mud water kicked up from Matt. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time. Bye-bye.